Ukraine is fighting Russia, not just on the battlefield, but also on social media. A recent report claimed that the Ukrainian president's wife was siphoning money. And what did she do with it? The report said that she bought a $4 million car, a Bugatti. Later, it turned out to be fake news, but you know the kind of damage such reports can do. Also, this is not the first such report. Disinformation has been rampant throughout the war, and most of it is around believable themes, like this Bugatti story. It's about Ukrainian corruption, coupled with the anger over Western aid. So how is the country dealing with it, and what is the West doing about it? Our next report tells you.
The Ukraine war, it's being fought on the battlefield, but also on social media. Disinformation has been rampant throughout this conflict, and a new one targets the Ukrainian president's wife, Olena Zelenska. She allegedly bought a rare Bugatti Tourbillon from Paris last month. Apparently, it was for $4.8 million. An invoice with her name showed the price of the car, when it will be delivered, along with the production date. But here's the most important part of it. It's being alleged that she bought it with US aid money. So how much of this is true? The report first appeared on an obscure French website. Soon, Russian agencies picked it up, and it slowly snowballed. Netizens shared the report, slamming the Ukrainian president and his wife. Social media asked whether it was the money of US taxpayers or British taxpayers. But the invoice turned out to be false. If you look carefully, you can spot the anomalies. It had several issues like inaccurate descriptions, a missing order number, and even the lack of a seller's address. Bugatti issued a sharp denial, calling it fake news. The Paris dealership threatened legal action. So how did this disinformation spread? Russian outlets and media have long accused the Zelenskys of siphoning money. They claim the Ukrainian president lives a luxurious life, all on Western aid. Well, this isn't the first such fake report, but you can see why it was so believable. Ukraine is known for its corruption. Even during the war, multiple corruption scandals have engulfed the Ukraine Defense Ministry. For example, Kyiv placed an order for 100,000 mortar shells worth about $40 million. They were paid for but never delivered. So where did that money go? Well, to Ukrainian defense officials. So this Bugatti story, which hinted at more Ukrainian corruption, coupled with the anger over the US aid money, gave birth to the perfect disinformation storm. It threatened to destabilize support for Ukraine. Usually, such stories become even more prominent during election season. Like a story about Ukrainian officials buying yachts with US military aid. It became so big that several members of the US Congress brought it up. That too turned out to be false. Another report claimed that a Ukrainian information operation was allegedly targeting the Trump campaign. The US Justice Department too has dealt with this issue. It blames the Russians for this disinformation campaign as well. The operators reportedly used fake social media accounts which were amplified by artificial intelligence. Washington claims such accounts spread pro-Kremlin messages in the United States and abroad. Nearly 1,000 social media accounts were allegedly associated with this. So, while the Bugatti story has been fact-checked, there are countless such stories doing the rounds, all targeted at the Western audience this election season. The West believes while Russia is making gains on the battlefield, it's waging a war of optics as well.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree. One tree for humanity. One tree for Mother Earth. One tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
Firstpost reports from the world's second largest continent. Hello, I'm Alison Lagrange. A very warm welcome from Durban, South Africa. We get you the news and the newsmakers from Africa. From elections to climate change to innovations and opportunities. As the world's attention shifts, we report from Africa, the heart of the global south. Join me every weekday live on Firstpost.
Obviously today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can you expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Lagrange, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
We'll start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. The first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost America. I'm Aaron Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital in Washington, D.C.